In the middle of the day, an old enemy visited Hanayama. But what the strongest Yakuza did changes his life. Inside the Hanayama headquarters, Kazaki is talking to a motorcycle gang leader saying, "That was close to 3 years ago, you said that you're grateful for that time?" Well, plainly said, yes, but if I'm not mistaken, at that time, I wanted to take down Hanayama Kaoru in order to raise my name. Said by TN Motor Club Furukawa headquarters leader, Ichiro Namatacho. We had branches all over the Kanto region. And at that time, we had 85 members. So you were the leader at that time. I heard that the club was going through tough times. Yeah, the number of members has diminished a lot. It seems like the punishment that you've put us through was effective. The repair shop still remains. However, it became harder to do things the same way as before. So we've changed our ways. Then, I started a new business nearby. And for that reason too, I've come here to greet you. Then Kazaki looks at Hanayama. You all can come have a look if you want. That's right over there. You guys wait here. Over there. We'll just go back. Here? Yeah, it's the 3rd floor. A bar? Yeah, my biggest dream has come true. Well then, please have a seat. It's a stone's throw away from our headquarters. I use the good kind of ice over here too. Wait a minute. What is this about? What's the meaning of this? No. It's… Sorry, I just always have been thinking about that time since it happened. On that day, you were way stronger than what I had thought. Why is Kaoru Hanayama called a legend? I felt like I had to get the reason to that firsthand. I was only a fool back then, but I became pretty feared by those around me for challenging you. Oh yeah. That reminds me, at the end of that. Then we see Hanayama Kaoru grabbing the guy's arm and making it explode by using his famous technique. The guy continued. That move. I thought that it was explosives for some time. Everyone thought that my arm suddenly bursted open. I think that it's called vice grip. You're the one that started that. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I really do think that it was my fault. Of course, I can't help but say that it's outrageous that I've crossed swords with you. But thanks to this that you've given me, I've come to realize your superiority. This thing, I've come to think of it as a medal. Since that time, even the people that used to meddle with the club have vanished. Like I said, we're doing it properly this time. In our world, they would hear that as danger instead of gratitude. If you expected me to go pray to a shrine, then I'm sorry. I've already washed my hands off the illegal work. My current dream is to have a place that Kaoru Hanayama comes to. You got us. So once in a while, if you feel like it. If you can come again. You've got some nerve. Pour one for me too. Yeah. Sure thing. Alright. I'll show up from time to time. Said by Hanayama. It's close by after all. Ah. Thank God. Here, keep on drinking. Well, I'm grateful. We now move on to the Hanayama estate. The members are shouting. Whoa. No way. Alive and kicking. They're scary. Seem filling, don't they? Huge. We're having red king crab for today. Yay. Cheers. Man, this is the best. I'll put the ponzu right here. Thanks. It tastes just like horsehair crab, but the filling it provides is what really puts it apart. Must have been tough bringing the crabs, wasn't it? Do we have some grated bacon left? Yes, I'll go bring it. If you really focus, you can tell it's making a scary face. Where the hell does this monster live? The North's cold sea is their natural habitat. These things would fiercely eat up anything. If they're left alone, their excessive breeding would destroy the ecosystem. Right. That's why us, humans, are obliged to do this. We must eat them. For Earth's sake. For real? Then they laughed. Is the crab ready yet? Yeah, it's about time. Even if they're called red king crab, they're not the same as other crab species, right? Really? If you really look into it, they're in the same boat as hermit crabs. Here. You see. In English, they're actually called red king crab. The king of crabs? Yeah. Even their territory is free of predators. That's why a fully grown red king crab isn't afraid of anything. They'd raise their claws even at divers that happen to come their way as a form of intimidation. Ha. That's crazy. To put it simply, they are the kings of the seabed. Ah, boss. I'll peel it for you. No, it's fine. The shell is damn hard. Ah, it's hot too. It's surprisingly difficult. There's a trick to it. Pass it to me, I'll show you. Then we see Hanayama picking up a red king crab's leg. Everyone is anticipating on what their boss is gonna do. In that moment, Hanayama squeezes the crab's leg, taking out the crab meat into a bowl. Everyone, including the other crab, is surprised. A member then said, "It might be obvious, but that was no trick." "Yes. Guessed so." Then Ken shouted, "What's this? What happened? What is it? Look. It's shedding its shell. Whoa. It's getting out? Guess that'll save the peeling effort." Ha, that's insane. In this moment, everyone somehow knew how the crab felt. However, that won't save it. And not that it should. Perhaps the crab left its shell because it didn't want to be squeezed out like that. Crazy. So, what do you guys think of these mini chapters? Do you think Hanayama's just enjoying his life? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to my patron, a Patreon of the Aughts, Jacket, Isam Harris, Awesome Swayceable, Gerald Martinez, Carrot, Imran Bra, Stephen, Eduardo Molina, Baylors, Jarvis James Amu, Juan, The Broken Monarch, Sam Shires, Xanda Claus, Lamonta Denson, Aaron Wheeland, Valente Jr. Villegas, James Barry, Evan Edrock, Vel, Caleb, Shade Jackson, Kaiser Roche, Buffology, Momo, I Meet Rabbit, Big Samzilla, Spike and Damo, Midas, Luke Warmboss, Sander, Kevin Arias, Jason Jacobs, Mikey Selfrez, Cool X-Ray Gun, Travis, Alec Morin, Just Danzo, Joshua Ash, Dwight Rigby, and Jaden Robinson. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next discussion will be about a massacre in Hanayama's family and the birth of the raging Hanayama. Stay tuned.